In 1991, Brenda Eng's dream of building a freestanding children's hospice started to take shape. With the support of the Canuck Foundation, a plan of action was now in place.
This is, without a doubt, the most proud moment, obviously, in my involvement in the Canuck Foundation, to be associated with such an opportunity within 18 months or so before it's physically a building, but it is a reality today. A lot of people say that choose to take the position that you can't make a difference. Well, it's quite obvious that here we are today, going to make a difference.
The model is Helen House in Oxford, England, where Vancouver pediatric nurse Brenda Eng worked and brought home the concept of a place with special facilities, a homey place where terminally ill kids can die with dignity.
But Canuck Place is not Heartbreak Hotel. Canuck Place is a place for caring, a place for dignity, a place for love, and a place that we can give hope and warmth to the children who really need our help.
Fundraising efforts to open Canuck Place were well underway, but there was one thing missing, a place to call home. In 1993, Elizabeth Lozinski, in her will, bequeathed Glen Bray to the city of Vancouver, and the city generously decided to donate the heritage building to Canuck Place. A 50-year lease was signed for the sum of $1.
The vision goes way back to my early days as a pediatric nurse on a children's cancer ward at Children's Hospital. And not by design, but by happenstance, I formed very close relationships with children and their families who died. And it was out of a sense of helplessness and always a question of, is there another way of doing this? Can we give back to families a sense of dignity, of control, of can we offer children the opportunity to go back to home to die if that's what their wish is.
3 years had passed since Brenda Eng first met with Joanne and Arthur Griffiths, and their dream was now in sight. Now, the real work was about to begin. With the support of Variety Club Tent 47, who pledged $1.5 million to Canuck Place, and the commitment of time, labor, and materials by the CLRA and BC Yukon Building Trades Council, in 1994, the transformation of Glen Bray began. Extensive renovations were required to transform Glen Bray into a hospice, including a structural upgrade and total rewiring of the building, as well as installing air conditioning throughout the 3-floor mansion. Great care was taken to retain the original woodwork and other elements of the heritage building. The Vancouver Canucks are a winning team both on and off the ice. The team decided to make Canuck Place their special charity as their commitment to the community. Their winning spirit, inspired by the Canucks Cares for Kids telethons and other fundraising events, helped keep the project on schedule.
I think that as far as the players go, it's important because it involves children, which is such an important part of our world. And I think everyone on our team, or most guys, have their own kids, and I think they feel a real bond there. So I think that we see the need of a hospice such as this for kids that are sick, and it's a fact of life and a reality that kids get sick, and it's an opportunity for us to do some good. I think it's just all about caring, and all about caring for kids and giving them a chance to have a whole bunch of fun, you know. And for terminal children, that's sometimes difficult, but this is a great way to do it, and it's all about caring for people and families.
We decided to get together, and Yvonne and Ronnie came up with the idea of organizing a cookbook. All the proceeds, of course, are going to Canuck Place, so it's obviously a worthwhile fundraising event. All the secret recipes of the players and the wives and the girlfriends, and some of the guys are pretty good cooks.
the initial phase is done with the building being up, but I think the work begins, and that it's a yearly process to work hard and to keep everything running smoothly, and it takes a lot of money to do that. If you've ever been there, it's a big operation. So we've got to try and help out as much as we can throughout the community. The community has been great in helping. We're going to do our own things with the telethon and stuff like that. So it's definitely an ongoing process for the players.
The game to us is a game, and everybody likes being part of that game, and I think everybody should be involved. And I think if you touch them that certain way, they feel part of the game too.
I think sometimes the players really don't realize their impact on the kids and families, that the one moment or 5 minutes in a child's life lasts a lifetime. And that was really special. It taught me about the human spirit.
Well, Brenda's maybe small in stature, but she's a tiger. She's worked extremely hard at this and has been the driving force behind this, along with the Griffiths family, and she deserves a lot of credit. She's a very caring person, and that's what this is all about, caring for people who need to be cared for.
4 years had passed, Canuck Place had gone through its transformation, and the financial goal had been met. Now, the dream was about to become reality. October 26, 1995, the excitement builds. Canuck Place is about to officially open.
Brenda, for all the families who will use Canuck Place, we wish them whatever peace this home may bring.
Marcy, will you officially open Canuck Place in memory of Bryce?
Yes.
On behalf of all of us here, and perhaps more importantly, all of you at General Motors Place, I'd like to thank you all for your support tonight, and particularly over the years. The families, children of Canuck Place, thank you for your support and continued efforts. All of us here tonight are deeply honored to be a part of this and appreciate all of your support. Thank you.
It's a week before the hospice welcomes its first family, and Canuck Place staff and volunteers are busy with last-minute details. This is a time of great anticipation for everyone involved after years of planning.
It's a place where life is celebrated and that there's always hope. Even if hope is measured in minutes and hours and not days and months and years, there is always hope, and we have to respect people for their hope and what it means and let them find that place, and that we respect the differences and we give back to people that sometimes illness and takes away from people, and it's their human dignity of who they are and what their contribution to our life is in our society. One person said to me, and I think it sums it up, we're on this planet to walk each other home. And that's really all it is. And if we can make it less lonely, less frightening, less painful, then I think we've achieved something here.
I think that the impact that Canuck Place will have on the community is definitely for helping families. There is a huge need to help families with kids that are really sick. Dying in a hospital environment is probably not what most families would prefer. They would probably prefer to have their children at home, but if they're not, this is a great place to be. It is an incredible reality for Brenda to finally see her dream come true, and it will definitely serve the community in many different ways.
November 1995, the goal has been achieved. Canuck Place, The first freestanding children's hospice in North America now provides special care for children and their families, thanks to the belief of an entire community that dreams can come true.